How trying became cool again.
Wow, yeah, this is the most try-hard intro of all time. Just started like everyone else
That was a fire intro.
in front of a microphone, man. Okay, yeah, that's better. About a month ago, an artist named Doechii went viral for her talk show performance. This set had her and 2 other girls with elaborate hair, choreography, rapping really well. And the biggest tweet that came from this was, making those Harriet Tubman music is the cheat code for getting respected in rap. Now, this is an amazing tweet. This is just an amazing combination of words. This random...
What do you mean making Harriet Tubman music? What does that even fucking mean? Making those Harriet Tubman music is the cheat code to getting respected in rap. What?
This random assortment of words specifically chosen to piss people off. I gotta give it to you. This is a work of art. But this is part of an attitude that has been around for a while now. Don't do too much. This performance had nothing to do with politics, Harriet Tubman, slavery, nothing. She kind of just assumed that.
Yo, dead ass though. Motherfuckers get mad now when music actually means something. Like, people were getting mad at, like, I've seen a lot of conversations about this. Like, Kendrick's Super Bowl performance, people were like, bro, you have to make music, bro. Like, it shouldn't, like, you're trying to make, like, a point. I'm like, it's still a song. Like, he's making music that means something as well. People get mad with rap today when it's not just, like, I fuck bitches and make money. If you say something that's, like, monumental about society or life, and you're trying to actually be, like, relatable to a genuine, like, societal basis, people go, nah, that's stupid.
From the amount of effort that was being put in. Over time, it has become uncool to just try, like, just to put in some effort. Don't do too much, okay? It's embarrassing. Just be nonchalant, be cool, be effortless. This has made everything boring. Everyone is too scared to try because that would be vulnerable. And I feel like only now are we seeing a shift back.
I don't even think it's try. I think when people step away from the road of popularity, they get flack because it's not the norm to do so. People like being a part of something, and if you're not able to relate to a specific group in your own art, you're generally shit on for it. However, I do fall into the same category of sometimes shitting on people that are trying to do their own thing. But as does everybody, right? It's your own take on your own specific topic. But I will agree that a lot of the time trying to be different or trying to be, like, trying to put effort into something is a lot of the time shit on versus just making, like, a sick beat and then rapping, like, a random freestyle with it. The death of trying was when Mo Bamba came out. I will definitively mark that end myself. Mo Bamba. Obama? No, Mo Bamba. That song was good, but it was, like, effortless. It was just a catchy song that people could, like, fuck with. And then now there's just so many copies of that today that I'll still listen to. I'm not going to sit here and say I won't listen to them, but they're low effort music. They just work.
Mozart, Michelangelo, the Hawk Tour Girl. Every generation has their greats. But it feels like over time we're giving people more credit for being nonchalant than for doing things well.
I don't like Playboi Carti. I just gotta, I don't know. After he went on a few, like, he went on that stream and he was just sitting there. I don't know. I don't like Playboi Carti. I'm not gonna sit here and, like, diss him, but I'm not gonna, I don't really listen to Carti. I don't diss Playboi Carti because of how he acted on the fucking Aiden Ross stream. Like, at the end of the day, that's not going to fucking sway my opinion one way or the other. I just think, like, if I can't, obviously, if this is on the VOD viewers aren't going to hear this. But, like, Playboi Carti's music, it's not bad, but it's like, I wouldn't listen to it. Now Gummo on the other. Now, yo, chat, now let me put y'all on. Bro, at the end of the day, it's your own musical taste. If you fuck with Playboi Carti, you fuck with Playboi Carti. I'm not going to diss you, right? Same thing with Yeet. Like, I make fun of motherfuckers for liking Yeet because I don't like his music, But, like, if you fuck with him, I don't really care, right? It's not that big of a deal.
It's crazy to see this contrast between the last 10 years and then the last, like, 100 to 1,000 years. Even just the 2000s. The 2000s were the definition of not being afraid to do the most. Loud, maximalist, unapologetic self-expression. Everything is in your face, over the top, colorful, has personality. Bro, even things that were corporate didn't feel soulless or generic. Things were...
Well, here's the thing. Trying became bad because people tried too hard to be an unauthentic version of themselves. Not just in music, but in life. There are people that will go to another bound to be somebody that they're not. And that's annoying as fuck. But now that has gotten blurred in music and in general to be, if you're somebody trying, you're trying to be someone you're not versus you're just actually trying. It's gone. It was different, right? In the 2000s music era, it was like, hey, everybody's doing their own fucking thing. There's a lot of people popping up, and it's really nice that, you know, they're being able to express themselves. And then it moved forward, and I think it just started to disappear because, number one, it got easier to just not try. And if you were, you got a lot of flack for it.
You were allowed to be weird or cringe. The internet was the Wild West, man. You know, before...
Yeah, Smosh, bro. If there were people that were making Smosh, I think also Smosh just fell out of style. I think the style of videos that Smosh did today would do terrible because it would be deemed as cringy. But that's also just cultural comedy, right? Like how that changes over time. Right, what's funny now won't be funny in 20 years. So I feel like that's a different thing.
Everything became content. You could create whatever you wanted. You could do whatever you wanted. It was a little too much. You might have had to reel it in. And we did.
I still watch them. Smosh nowadays is different than they were. I'm saying Smosh Food Battles is different from, like, Smosh the channel today.
2010s, everything shifted. And I don't know when exactly this was. I remember the exact moment I noticed it, and that was in 2016 when the Life of Pablo album cover came out, and I was like, so this is where we're at now. You didn't even try. And that was the aesthetic. The whole deal in the mid-20s.
Yeah, now Spotify covers are just like your floor. When they say anything could be a Spotify cover, and it could literally just be a picture of actually anything, and you could put a song to it, and it'll work.
Everything was redesigned to look more simple, aka boring, bruh. Just straight up soulless. It's the same monotonous, no personality vibe. In the last 10 years, every movie started looking...
That's like radio music. Oh my God, every Kevin Hart movie. Every Kevin Hart movie ever. Not every Kevin Hart movie. I'm not shitting on Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart. He's a funny guy. I don't like his comedy that much. But any movie with... I gotta rewind here. Any movie with Kevin Hart and The Rock is a stale, unoriginal money grab, and it sucks. Get Hard was a good movie with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. Jumanji is a good film. See, that's why I had to rewind. I got to redo my take. Kevin Hart has a lot of good films, but they do cast Kevin Hart in a lot of stale, and The Rock, almost all of them. Red One. All Fast and Furious movies now are bad. They're all bad. After Paul Walker died, it went down. It went into the fucking gutter. I'm not even going to lie. After Paul Walker died, Fast and Furious took a fucking nosedive into the fucking dirt. It was horrible. We got to get out of this one. We're going to bring a car to space. And they brought a car to space. I'm so glad that he brought up movies because movies are fucking shitholes now. Okay, there are a lot of movies that I like that have a lot of fucking shit, right? They get a lot of flack, and it's mainly comedy movies. If you look at 2010 comedies, Superbad, fucking Dude, Where's My Car, fucking Tropic Thunder, any fucking comedy movie that is considerably a stoner movie, the other guys, Step Brothers, their budgets were so low comparable to now. And the movies that come out now, all the fucking producers or the people that are fucking fronting this thing is, how many famous people can I get in on this and it'll do well? You see it with Super Bowl ads most recently. Every forgettable Super Bowl ad is the most expensive Super Bowl ad you've ever seen because all they do is throw in 15 turbo famous people, pay them each $1 million to be in the ad, and go, if I shove enough famous people in this ad, they'll remember it. No, I won't. I'll remember an ad that had Kevin Hart, The Rock, Amy Poehler, Adam Sandler, and fucking Terry Crews. I couldn't tell you the product, but I know they were in it. Red One. I always use Red One as an example. Red One, a Christmas film about Santa being kidnapped. $250 million. For what? For what? Piece of shit. And they're all bad movies. They're all reruns, and they try to, and here's a big thing with movies today, is they try to put comedy where comedy doesn't need to be. Okay? If you have an action, thriller, horror movie, stop trying to make it funny. Stop trying to fucking throw in jokes here and there to make it a fucking lighthearted comedy. Fuck that. I want it to be a depressing, sad, gritty, scary movie. I want to be on my toes, and I want you to kill the main character. Okay? And that's going to be, I'm going to go, have you seen Barry? Barry's doing it right. Barry's doing it right. I stopped watching Barry. It stressed me out so much, but it's doing it right. I'm getting really off topic here.
Dim, dark, flat. Every movie has that Netflix look, bruh. In relationships, we became so detached. Everyone became so nonchalant. Dating now is a competition of who can care less the most. It's also why you're in your 8th situationship in the last 12 months. I'm not hating, I'm just noticing. Every day another tweet goes viral about how we gotta bring back real yearning. Where the real...
Yeah, and people in relationships, at least that I see now, because I'm in a relationship, so I can't really speak from personal experience, but people that are trying to get into relationships that are my friends, a lot of the time won't even give somebody a shot unless they think they're the one, which is weird. Different scenario, but it's like, you go on these apps and women will judge men or men will judge women because of how they have their social media profile set up, and you have to have like an algorithm on how you're going to present yourself on your Hinge profile or Bumble or whatever. Otherwise, nobody even wants to fucking swipe on you. They don't even want to get to know you. They would never talk to you.
Yearners that. We got to bring back that level of yearn. Oh, that was mine. Okay. That sentiment has been around for a while.
Dating apps have their own problem, though. I think that's entirely different from, how trying became cool again.
We miss actually feeling like we can put ourselves out there. But the thing is, nobody wants to be seen as a try-hard. And it's like the only insult that could also be a motivational quote. It's like if I called you a keep going, don't stop, you got this.
Social media, dude, literally, dating apps ruin trying as well because nobody, it's different with like Bumble or Hinge or whatever. Motherfuckers on Tinder, it's like, you just hook up. You just hook up with people. It's not like, oh, you're going to try and go on a date and bring a girl flowers and like present yourself as much. I feel like a lot of the time it's like a lot of douchebaggery guys with like hookup culture and situationship dating versus like actually like commitment.
This don't stop right here, bro. Look at this don't stop. Look what he's doing. He's not stopping, bro. What is he? But I think there's a difference between trying hard because you want to and trying hard to impress other people. We had social media for a while, but it's only recently where it feels like everyone is looking at them. So everyone's standing up straight, trying to be perfect. All eyes are on you. That's why every party looks like this.
I think more and more people have gotten judgmental. This is the Super Bowl party. This is the post-Super Bowl party. I actually saw this on Twitter. And I was like, this doesn't look fun. I'm not even lying. I was like, actually, this is just so many people just standing around doing fucking nothing. And it's just a bunch of famous people. They're just standing there. They're actually just not even interacting. I'm not witnessing any like good conversations or anything. I saw the panoramic view and I was like, there's just a few people standing there dancing. It looks so boring. People are more judgmental now on social media than they have ever been. On a personal level. I'm not talking about like politics or like viewpoints or very like, monumental things. I'm saying just like, dude, you post an Instagram picture that people think looks stupid, they'll fucking flame you for it.
Now, where everyone's afraid to move at all. Instagram feels like LinkedIn, curating the literal peaks of your life to share. We're trying to understand this new landscape where anyone can be made fun of for doing anything. You can be minding your business in public, you do something a little bit off, and now, you check Twitter, that video is on friggin' 8 million people's timeline. And you're getting cooked. So the last thing you want is to be seen trying or failing at something. Everyone is...
Hate culture is so bad. Well, it makes people feel better about themselves. It's like a stereotypical movie bullying. If bullying somebody else and putting them down makes you feel better because they are now in a worse situation than you are.
Walking on eggshells. Artists became nonchalant. Why try if you'll be mocked if it doesn't sell well? In music, we traded elaborate rollouts, cool visuals for mysterious vibes. And aura. I've had enough aura, all right? We get it. We don't know what you're up to. Post the dang songs. It became more attractive.
Yo, my favorite music videos were Sorry for Party Rockin' though. I'm gonna play literally like a second of it, and I hope it doesn't get copyrighted for Brady. This shit. And it was like a whole, dude, it's a 7-minute fucking music video of them all dancing and shit, and it has like a whole plot. It's so good. 633 million views.
Why try if you'll be hurt if you put yourself out there?
You need to ignore her, bro. If you ignore her and don't talk to her, don't text her for a week, you're gonna be amazed.
Yo, actually though, that's what guys tell me now. That's what you guys tell me now. Motherfuckers putting out effort, it seems obsessive, and then you gotta stop, right?
If you're just chill, man, it's like you have nothing to lose. But we have robbed ourselves of the joy of expressing ourselves to the fullest extent. Even right now, somebody could be like, oh my gosh, this guy's doing too much. What is he talking about? He's in these runs. I don't care. I'm not limiting my enjoyment of life just so other people won't think I'm enjoying life too much. Like, come on. Y'all are not enjoying life enough for me. I'm sorry. The irony is the look of
Nah, or even when it's like, I mean, a lot of you guys don't do this now, but genuinely, some of y'all do. When I'll go on like a philosophy rant and it's somebody that's never been here before, or they just don't care about it, and I'll start getting like deep and talking about life and shit, motherfuckers will be like, bro, stop yapping. Nobody gives a fuck. No, nobody gives a fuck. And I'm just watching. I'm just imagining them just stand there like, yo, bro, it's like, it's really just like, it's how it is, bro. It doesn't matter. I'm like, dude, what are you fucking like? You're just annoying. Like, or you're so, like, some people would be so non-caring that it's like fucking so, it's aggravating how little they care about anything. There's a level of nonchalantness that's needed, right? Like, you shouldn't be stressing or freaking out about every single aspect of your fucking life. But it's like the second somebody tries to say something meaningful, you're like, bro, it don't matter. Like, are you just going to live fucking 75 years and die and you're on your deathbed and you're going to be like, bro, it don't matter.
Nonchalance takes so much effort that you might as well just try, bruh. You already are. And I think people are getting tired of this nonchalance, and we're finally seeing a shift. The pendulum is swinging back. Artists are finally putting themselves out there more and getting rewarded for it. Like just a couple years ago, DJ Khaled was saying Tyler the Creator makes mysterious music.
It's called albums that you actually hear the songs, not no mysterious shit. You never hear it.
This is one of the funniest terms because it's a mystery to me how DJ Khaled is allowed to make music.
I don't even know. I don't even know what DJ Khaled does. I don't know if that's me being detached from like social media. Bro, I know he's like a DJ and he like makes beats, but he also makes songs. What does he do? He's a producer. I just know DJ Khaled, and you could genuinely be like, play me a song, and I would not know what DJ Khaled, which songs are DJ Khaled's.
It was offbeat. He was weird. It's not really the type of music that you hear at barbershops. But that's fine. Can that not exist? And now with Chromacopia, we got to see a refreshing, dope rollout in a time when people announce music and it doesn't come out for months to years. The album was announced. There was real world building. The colors, the characters, the sounds were distinct. This guy's actually putting in effort, man. This is what I'm talking about. The bare minimum. That's all I need. And he sold 300K first week. His biggest album yet. More than any album DJ Khaled has ever sold.
Sold what? A genuine question. Like vinyls or like records, like albums. What do you mean sell an album? How do you sell an album? How do you sell an album? What are you buying the album on? Oh my God. I sound like a Gen Alpha right now. Vinyls online? What do you mean online? We don't have iTunes anymore. I listened to Tyler the Creator on Spotify. I didn't buy it. What do you mean? He bought like vinyls, like CDs, vinyls, like physical copies of the songs.
Like, look at all the pop stars of the last year. We finally got like a pop renaissance. These are all artists that have literally...
How many records you'd sold? That would be vinyl records.
Grinded for like 10 plus years. And that's why I feel so much more earned to see them win. Artists like Chapel Roan taking pop back to being elaborate and maximalistic. Is that a word? I don't know. Doing the most in the best way. This is what I'm talking about, Brian. I need y'all. This is pop music. Y'all know where this came from. Why is everybody trying to act too cool for this? You have to be out.
Yo, he's really making me not want to be a hater on Yeet anymore. And I don't even think Yeet tries that much, but he does do some. Motherfuckers always say he does some different shit. Maybe I shouldn't be a hater on Yeet anymore. Maybe I should stop being a hater on some of these musicians.
Even with how minimalistic Brat was and the whole Brat summer movement, Charlie XCX was putting in a ton of work, bruh. People got so tired of Drake not really feeling like he's trying at all, to the point where they were rooting against him in the beef. And Kendrick actually putting in effort into his lyrics, into his love for the art form, made it easier to want this guy to win. And that effort took him all the way to the dang Super Bowl and winning 5 Grammys in one night.
You think they care about that? I always wonder that. Like, you think Kendrick cares? I didn't watch his, like, speeches or anything, but, like, at some point, you won so many fucking Grammys, bro. It's like, whatever. Like, it's just another award. Like they've won so many. From that episode of Friends, if you've ever seen that, editor, throw up that, where Rachel and Joey steal an award from someone, and they feel bad about it, bring it back to them, only for them to realize that the person who got the award doesn't give a shit. And so they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna take that back. They probably care about Grammys, but other awards, dude, they probably have walls of that shit. Like Taylor Swift, Kendrick.
Barbenheimer got all these people to come out and watch 2 movies on the same day just because these 2 directors.
Those were some good, that was a good ass movie though. Good ass movie. And I fucked with Barbie. Motherfuckers were dissing the Barbie movie saying, oh, it's too much about women, bro. When I was also high as fuck in the back of the movie theater. I remember I macked 2 Chipotle burritos in the parking lot. Me and my friends walk in. I'm sitting in the back of the movie theater, fried. I'm just fucking watching this shit. And then Ken goes, sublime. I just start doing my loud ass laugh cackle where I'm like, and I sound like loud as fuck. I literally see people turn around and look at me. Just don't care. I just keep laughing. Oppenheimer was good too. Oppenheimer, I took like 4 pee breaks on Oppenheimer though. I start thinking about having to pee. If a movie's longer than 2.5 hours, I start thinking I'm going to have to pee. And then I go, I have to pee.
Directors put in more effort than we're used to in recent big blockbusters. We went from a movie like Nacho Libre looking like this to every
Bring a pee bottle.
$200 million blockbuster looking like this.
We got snowmen.
Oh my God, somebody with the same exact opinion as me. Oh my God. I swear to God, this is not pre-watched.
The colorful sets, Oppenheimer with the dang scale, the epicness of the IMAX camera. They both felt like they were
the funniest video ever was when somebody farted during the Oppenheimer silent scene where the bomb blows up during the test. Oppenheimer fart. I think it's funnier too, because I don't know if the guy knew it would be silent, but it's one of those where like, oh, the bomb was gonna blow up. He thought it would be loud, rips ass, and it's just dead silent.
Made by real people, not algorithms. But one thing stands in the way of all this. None of this is real. We're cooked. With AI, this is like the end game of no effort. This is like it doesn't really get farther than this. Like, you really just study for 8 hours when I just got ChatGPT to do it for me. Good use of your time, Timmy. All right, I'll see you in there. We're gonna do a little surgery on this guy, right? We're getting rid of human.
I think there's certain usage of AI where prompting it in the specific ways can be very creative and still effortful. But there is a lot of creators and even videos that I watch, and they're interesting. And it's sad that they're interesting, but they're AI videos that just go through like the top 10 most like horrific accidents or something. The top 10 indigenous tribes that still exist to this day. And they're like good videos, but it's an AI voice, AI scripted, AI made. And it's like somebody just prompted the video, and they still put in effort, but it's like
human voices,
not nearly as much as somebody doing the research for it.
Faces, thoughts.
And there's hundreds of channels that are like that now.
Just so we can save some time. But the best things that have ever been produced on this earth were by human beings that had to actually think, dig deep down, and come up with solutions to problems. Are we gonna just lose that part of ourselves to save some time? Probably.
I want film companies to take more chances on like low budget films. Not even low budget, dude. I like not 200 million. Stop making $200 million movies. Unless you literally know it's going to be a fucking hit. Stop making $200 million movies and give other actors more chances, dude. People are ready and there to shine. And I feel like a big problem with movies today, and I'm not dissing the young audience, but I think people like Jenna Ortega and Timothée Chalamet get a lot of the role castings where they do well in their role, but there's not a lot of young people today that are making their like showing as actors. Like, name like 5 prominent actors that are under the age of 30. Like, it's hard. It's really hard. What about influencers, though? There's influencers, definitely. Like, influencing, I think, like, social media is still a big part where, like, you know, there's a lot of young guys that are up and coming. Zendaya's been in the game for so long. I don't know if she counts. But it's like Tanner Buckingham, Sydney Sweeney, Jenna from Stranger Things, kids, and others. Yeah, but you're just even then, they're like mainstream now. There's so many actors that are in their like 40s and 50s that you could just list them for so long. And obviously, as time goes, more and more people will pop up. But I just really want to see more like fresh faces. I don't know. I don't want to say it turns me off from a film when there's prominent actors in it. But when I know that there's going to be just whenever it says star-studded cast, I don't want to watch it. I immediately go to assuming that they put zero effort in the script of the movie and the story and just put all of their money towards the people and then banking on their performance. And that's not always the case. There's a lot of movies like Oppenheimer which had so many famous fucking people. And it did really well. But I feel like the majority of them now are just like brainless, just slop that they throw at you and just go, oh, here's Dwayne Johnson. You guys like Dwayne Johnson, right?
Been harder because people want the real, bro. I think we're gonna fight not by trying to beat AI, but by trying to be even more human. That's how you cut through these days. Everything feels so fake and corporate and low effort that even just caring about what you do feels different. Everyone wants.
It's so weird that the horror thriller genre is one of the only genres in games and movies that has stayed creative and low budget. Maybe because the churn rate's so high, but like the best games are indie horror games, indie thriller games all the time. The best movies are always like thrillers with like a $20 million budget.
Wants to seem effortless, but the thing is you have to try hard to get good enough at something to make it seem effortless. One of my favorite stories is Miles Davis improvised.
Not the best of all time either. Like obviously, yeah, like Django Unchained, Interstellar, like fucking Oppenheimer. There's a lot of movies that are going to be like top 10 that are fucking so expensive to make, but it's just, you know, I think on a year-to-year basis, I like more films that come out that are new, that are cheap.
A film score in real time, like watching the movie, playing the trumpet in one night, the whole score is done. But that didn't happen because this guy was like, bro, let's just get this over with, bro. Let me just get in there, man. It took him thousands of hours of honing that craft to make that even possible for me to be telling you about it right now. People are just trying to skip 50 steps now and just get to the effortless part. But let's be real, you might take an L for trying. You might waste your time, you might look stupid, and that's scary. But if you actually put your all into it just because you wanted to, you can stand on that. There's more regret in hiding behind the shield of, oh, well, I didn't even try, so it's okay that it failed. That inspires nobody. That produces nothing cool. Except you get to help your ego. That's it. Is that what we're doing all this for? Is that why we're here? No. The reality is, we're all just scared, all right? It's fear, is what it is. You're scared. We can't live life behind this fear, bro. We can't create art behind this fear. We can't have real relationships behind this fear. You can't even read a book these days in public without somebody telling you you're not a vibe, bro. I wasn't trying to be a vibe. I was just trying to read the freaking... Post-COVID, we are starved for connection. We're starved for authenticity. That's what I'm gonna try to do here. That's what you should try to do in your everyday life. And we can actually try to have fun on this earth instead of acting too cool to have fun, okay? I gotta clean this up now.
Yeah, it's crazy he threw eggs at his mirror for that one clip. That was a fucking good-ass video, though. I'm a sub to this guy. Nathan Zed. People forget why not trying looks cool. It's cool when somebody is good at something that they make look effortless. But now things are just effortless. Yeah. You get so good at something, you make it nonchalant. That's the cool part of not trying. When, like, Shaun White got so good at fucking snowboarding, he was just better than everybody else and just didn't even really look like he was giving a fuck. Like that, or like Usain Bolt, when he ran so fast that he started jogging at the end of the race because it wasn't the finale, it was a fucking prelim, and he was like, I already won. All right.